You get 8 hours of sleep. You close your eyes at 10 p.m., you wake up at 6 a.m. The math checks out, but you feel destroyed. Meanwhile, your friend wakes up after 6 hours and feels amazing. How? Here's what most people don't realize. The amount of sleep you get isn't the problem. The quality of sleep you're getting is. And I'm willing to bet you're sabotaging it without even knowing it. See, most people think sleep is simple. You lie down, your body rests, you wake up refreshed. But that's like saying studying is simple. You read the textbook, your brain learns, you ace the test. It doesn't work that way. In fact, sleep research from the National Institutes of Health shows that over 35% of adults report inadequate sleep quality despite getting adequate hours. They're sleeping the right amount, but waking up wrecked. So what's going on? You're probably making one of 7 sleep mistakes that are completely sabotaging your rest. By the time you finish this video, you'll know exactly what they are and how to fix them. Some of these you can change tonight. Let's go. Mistake 1. Your bedroom environment is telling your brain to stay awake. Most people think sleep happens in your brain. It doesn't. Sleep happens in your environment. Think of your bedroom like a control room for your nervous system. Every signal it receives tells your body whether it's time to rest or time to fight. Here's what's happening. Your phone is on your nightstand. Light from the street comes through your window. Your room is warm. Your bed has 3 pillows and a comforter from 1997. Your nervous system is receiving contradictory signals. It's confused. Light suppresses melatonin production. Even dim light from your phone, a clock, or a window keeps your nervous system partially activated. Warmth increases heart rate. A cluttered space keeps your brain's threat detection system engaged. Meanwhile, your sleeping brain is working against you. Here's what actually works. Your bedroom should be cool, dark, and quiet. Research from the Sleep Foundation shows that a room temperature between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit increases deep sleep by up to 40% compared to warmer rooms. Your action tonight? Get blackout curtains or an eye mask. Remove your phone from your bedroom. Lower your thermostat. That's it. One night of this and you'll notice the difference. Mistake 2. You're exposing your brain to blue light right before sleep. Here's something most people don't understand. Your eyes have a special type of cell called intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells. These cells detect blue light specifically. When they detect blue light, they send a signal to your brain saying it's daytime, stay awake. So what are you doing at 9 p.m.? Scrolling Instagram, watching YouTube, checking work email on your phone. You're literally telling your brain it's the middle of the day. A study from Harvard University found that 2 hours of screen exposure before bed delayed melatonin release by 55 minutes. That means your body thinks it's not ready to sleep until after midnight, even if you're in bed. This is why you lie in bed for an hour wide awake despite being exhausted. Your fix is simple. 1 hour before bed, stop all screens. Yes, all of them. Phone, laptop, tablet, all of it. If you absolutely need to use devices, use blue light filters or blue light glasses. But honestly, just put the phone down. Use that time to read, journal, or just sit quietly. Your brain will transition naturally. You'll fall asleep faster and sleep deeper. Mistake 3. You're drinking caffeine way too late in the day. Here's a fact that surprises most people. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours. That means if you drink a cup of coffee at 3 p.m., half of it is still in your system at 8 or 9 p.m. If you drink another coffee at 4 p.m., you've got the equivalent of a full cup still active when you're trying to sleep. Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in your brain. Adenosine is the chemical that builds up throughout the day and tells your brain we need rest. When caffeine blocks it, your brain never gets that signal. So even though you're exhausted, you can't fall asleep. The research is clear. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that caffeine consumed 6 hours before bed reduced sleep duration by an average of 1 hour. 1 hour from one coffee. Your move is to cut off caffeine by 2 p.m. Yes, 2 p.m. I know it feels early, but your 11 p.m. self will thank you. If you need an afternoon boost, switch to something else. Water, tea without caffeine, a 5-minute walk. Your sleep is worth more than that 3 p.m. espresso. We're almost halfway through. The next mistakes are less obvious. Most people have no idea they're doing them. Mistake 4. You're exercising too close to bedtime. Exercise is good for sleep, but timing matters. When you exercise, you spike cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rate goes up, your body temperature increases, your nervous system shifts into activation mode. This is perfect during the day. Your body needs this energy. But if you do this at 7 or 8 p.m. and try to sleep at 10 p.m., you're asking your nervous system to shift into rest mode in just 2 or 3 hours. Research from the National Sleep Foundation shows that intense exercise within 3 hours of bedtime increases time to fall asleep by an average of 30 minutes. But here's the interesting part. Light to moderate exercise earlier in the day improves sleep quality significantly. So if you exercise, do it before 2 p.m. if possible. If your schedule doesn't allow that, make it light and gentle in the evening. A walk, yoga, stretching, nothing that spikes your heart rate. Mistake 5. You're eating too close to sleep and eating the wrong things. Your digestive system and your sleep system compete for resources. When you eat a big meal right before bed, your body has to divert energy to digestion. Your stomach is processing, your gut is working, your nervous system is partially activated to manage this process. Meanwhile, your brain is supposed to be shutting down for sleep. You've created a conflict. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who ate within 2 hours of bedtime experienced 30% more sleep disruptions than people who ate 3 or more hours before sleep. And it's not just about timing. What you eat matters too. Heavy, fatty, or spicy foods take longer to digest. Sugar spikes your blood glucose and then crashes, causing sleep fragmentation. Alcohol might make you drowsy initially, but it destroys sleep architecture by suppressing REM sleep. Your action is to eat your last significant meal 3 hours before bed. If you're hungry later, eat something light, a banana, a handful of nuts, some yogurt, something that won't require heavy digestion. And skip the alcohol before bed. Yes, it feels relaxing, but you're sacrificing sleep quality for that feeling. Mistake 6. You're bringing stress and worry into bed. Your bedroom should be a stress-free zone, but most people use their bed as a thinking space. You lie in bed and your mind immediately goes to work stress, that awkward conversation from yesterday, tomorrow's presentation, your finances, your relationship. Your brain has learned that bed equals worry time. This is called conditioned arousal. Your nervous system has learned to associate your bed with mental activity instead of rest. A study from the Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that people who used their beds for work, eating, or watching TV experienced 50% more insomnia than people who used their beds only for sleep. Here's the fix. Use a simple technique called the brain dump. 30 minutes before bed, take out paper and write down everything on your mind. All the worries, all the tasks, all the thoughts. Get them out of your head and onto paper. This signals to your brain that these thoughts are captured and safe. You don't need to keep processing them. Then close the notebook, go to bed. Your mind is clear because you've given yourself permission to let these things go. Mistake 7. Your schedule is all over the place. Here's something that surprises most people. Consistency matters more than duration. You might think that sleeping 10 hours on the weekend makes up for sleeping 5 hours weekdays. It doesn't. Your body has an internal clock called your circadian rhythm. This rhythm controls when your body wants to sleep, when it wants to eat, when it wants to be active. It's calibrated to a specific schedule. When you change that schedule constantly, you're throwing off this entire system. Research from the Journal of Sleep Research shows that people with consistent sleep schedules have 35% better sleep quality than people with irregular schedules, even if the total hours are the same. And here's the kicker. It takes your circadian rhythm about 2 weeks to reset when you change your schedule significantly. So pick a sleep schedule, a realistic one that you can stick to. Go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time, even on weekends. Yes, even on weekends. This single change will improve your sleep quality more than anything else on this list. So here's what you're doing wrong and how to fix it tonight. Your bedroom is too warm and too light. Cool it down, black out your windows. You're staring at screens right before bed. Put your phone away 1 hour before sleep. You're drinking caffeine too late. Cut it off by 2 p.m. You're exercising too close to bedtime. Move it earlier or keep it light. You're eating too close to sleep. Stop eating 3 hours before bed. You're bringing stress and worry into bed. Brain dump before sleep. Your schedule is inconsistent. Pick a time and stick to it. These aren't complicated, but they work. Here's the hard truth. You can't out-sleep a bad sleep environment. You can't willpower your way through circadian misalignment. You can't think your way into rest. Sleep isn't something you make happen, it's something you allow to happen. Your job is to get out of your own way. Pick one of these 7 mistakes, just one, the one that resonates most with you. Fix it tonight, then pay attention to how you feel tomorrow. I guarantee you'll notice a difference. If this helped you, hit that like button. Subscribe for more science-backed strategies on sleep, health, and performance. And drop a comment telling me which mistake you're fixing first. I read every single one. Because better sleep isn't luxury, it's the foundation for everything else. Your energy, your focus, your health, your relationships, all of it depends on how well you sleep. So go optimize your bedroom, put your phone away, and get some real rest. See you in the next one.